Educate us on what happened and what was missing. Just teach us everything we need to know, so hopefully this doesn't happen to other families.
There was a lot of restrictions that we had on his phone. I actually made him sign a contract. I listed out like 12 or 15 things that he wasn't allowed to do or use. He wasn't allowed to talk to anybody on his phone that wasn't in his contacts list. And so all sorts of things. The phone shut down at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night. He wasn't allowed to have it in certain places at certain times. So we had all these rules. We had those conversations early on. We had apps that tracked all of his text messages. We used GPS, of course, with Life 360 and some other apps. We had all the parent restrictions on there. His phone wasn't even operable. It would shut down between like 7 and 7 in the morning type of thing. So we did a lot of those things very early on for quite a long time. Up until, he started getting into driving age, close to end of 16, going into 17. And certainly right before he died, he was only 4 or 6 weeks away from his 18th birthday. So at that point, we were pretty much letting him, do what he wanted to do. And we weren't too concerned about it. He was a good kid. He was a good athlete. We had zero reason to ever believe that we needed to restrict his phone use at that point.
So tell us a little bit about actually what happened.
So the night that it started was a Thursday night, and we were poised to leave for Florida vacation for 2 weeks the following morning. So Jordan was at his mother's house that prior week, and he had come home to my house at approximately 10:15 on Thursday night. He was rolling his luggage in to our house on our walkway, and I passed him heading out to the garage. And unbeknownst to me, 2 minutes before is when he received his first text message from what was a young lady named Danny Roberts on Instagram. So he received that message at 10:15, and then by about midnight, a little after midnight, is when he sent his first picture of himself, a nude picture of himself to her. When that happened, everything changed. The main person is negotiating and dealing with the victim, and then other members of that team are investigating the victim's social media accounts, finding out who their relationships are. They start building photo collages together. They'll use that media to show their victims, hey, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to send. They actually went as far as screenshotting what appeared to be messages being sent to some of Jordan's friends' mothers. He thought in his mind that those pictures were going out. He wasn't sending money fast enough. He wasn't sending enough money. He believed that those pictures were going out to his friends' parents. From the time he received his first text message to the time the extortion started was right around 2 hours. He received his first text message at 10:15 p.m. that night. And he died at 3:45 that morning, so less than 6 hours total time.
Yep. In the middle of the night when you're sleeping.
Correct.
If we can go to bed one night thinking everything is okay and then wake up and our children aren't here, we need to be a lot more diligent in what areas. What are we missing? What do we need to know?